Hey, welcome to Authbition. It's authenticity and ambition. It's the best of the best, bringing together vulnerability, non-attachment, caring, thoughtfulness, and whole-mindedness. Um, so today I'm wearing my glitter shirt, disco ball shirt, because I'm celebrating 100 essays published on Medium today. Uh, We got this shirt. My wife and I, Abby, went to see My Morning Jacket, their music festival, one big holiday, and they had Mirror Ball Night was a theme night, and so I got the glitter ball shirt for that. Um, I've worn it a couple of times. Worn it to my buddy Tony's um, birthday party, and I was writing an essay while we were waiting to go to the birthday party, or I was just on my computer. Either way, I had a friend, Javier, take a picture of me in this shirt sitting in front of my laptop in the chair that I write essays in. And so the essay that I'm going to read today uh, features a picture of me wearing the glitter shirt with my laptop in my writing chair. So anyway, go read the essay and enjoy the picture, or make fun of me right now, whatever floats your boat. I'm just in a good mood. I didn't know when I started writing that that I'd be doing a podcast. That was just kind of insane. And it's a milestone. 100 essays. It's it's kind of hard to believe. And so I I wrote a essay about gratitude more than anything else. But before I read it, I want to set the stage. We've been playing the last few weeks. I've been playing the whole mind game, exploring a tension that I've been facing recently, and looking at that tension and seeing if we could find the best of the best. So, um, this tension that I've been struggling with lately, especially approaching today, knowing that I was going to have 100 essays published today, and knowing that I was going to be recording this podcast today, um, is it's this tension between um, a comparison mindset and having a message that matters. So, uh, if you stick with me for a minute, this idea of um, comparison thinking, comparative thinking, it's if we're living in a world where um, I'm better than I'm better than somebody else. I think I'm better than other people, or I think other people are better than me, or I think I'm special. It's just um, it's a recipe for suffering, to just constantly be comparing ourselves to other people. And so I've really been practicing uh, uh, a non-comparative mindset. This idea that I'm not better, I'm not worse, I'm not special. I'm just unique, and I'm a unique person, and that's it, right? And it really takes a lot of pressure off just to be. It's a place to find my authentic self by not trying to compare myself to other people. Um, but if I'm not better, like not better, not worse, if I'm not better, um, then why have a message that matters? Like I say I'm here, I'm doing this, I'm writing these essays, 100 of them, and I'm doing this podcast because I believe that I have a message that matters. So this is the tension, right? Like if you think hold it in one side, it's I'm not better than anyone on the planet. Hold on the other side, and I have a message that matters. So how do I resolve um, these these two these two tensions? And um, if I'm not claiming that my message is better or special, then why should I why should I do this at all? So anyway, this has been front and center for me as I've reflected on 100 essays, and it's shaping how I'm thinking about the next 100 to come. And so what I want to do is play the whole mind game. If you're new to the show, I use something called the whole mind game. It's a way of exploring two sides of attention, finding the best of both, and naming the trap if we let the worst of each take over. Um, it's a game best played with a friend or a coach, and here's how it works. So first, name the tension pair. So in this case, one side of the tension is not better. I'm not better than anybody. The other side is a message that matters. So step two for the game, say it with and, to move from a closed mind to an open one. So move from like A or B to um, A and B, right? So it just sort of opens, how can we find a place that includes both A and B? And the best of A and the best of B really is what we're looking for. And then the next step is to ask 6 questions and taking the time to narrow each answer down to a single word or a short phrase. That part's important, just to take that time to narrow it down to a single word or a short phrase. And the 6 questions are pretty simple. It's like, what's the best of A? What's the worst of A? What's the best of B? What's the worst of B? What's the best of the best? That's the synergy phrase. And what's the worst of the worst? That's the shadow side. It's a trap. It can look a lot like the synergy. It's just like the mirror, the dark side, the upside down world of the best of the best. Um, so I played this game. I love to do it with other people more than anything else, but I also play the game myself, and I've got a custom GPT that I wrote so that I can feel like I'm playing it with somebody else, just to kind of bounce it off a something. But my wife and I do this all the time too. We use the game. I kind of use it in everyday life these days without really even thinking about it. Just having conversations with a friend, and they're like, "Oh, I'm faced between moving or not moving, or taking this job or that job," and I'm like, you know, well, what's the best of this? What's the best? I just start asking the questions without them realizing that I'm just kind of working my way through this game and seeing what I can draw out, see if I can find a synergy. Okay, so here's what I came up for this tension is on one side it's not better. I'm not better than anybody. On the other side is I have a message that matters. So what's the best of not better? So my answer, after I thought about it and try to condense it down, um, for one, it's humble, and more importantly, not being better, not having a comparison mindset is a happier place to be. It's a place of peace. So, not better at its best brings equanimity, a calm balance without comparison. All right, cool. What's the worst of not better? After thinking about this one, my answer was I have no value to offer the world in my teaching or writing. At its worst, it can slip into invisibility, feeling like I have nothing that's worth offering. All right, so what is this? Now we're going to the message that matters. What's the best of a message that matters? So here's what I boiled it down to. Ultimately, I care about all the people of the world being safe, healthy, happy, and living with ease. If my message matters, I can help people get there to that place. A message that matters at its best is uplifting. All right. So, what's the worst of a message that matters? And this is what I wrote. Thinking my way is the better way. Just because something works for me, it makes me safe, it makes me healthy and happy and at ease, doesn't mean that it's what you need to feel the same way. So it just may not, it might not even be what you're seeking. At its worst, it can be dogma. It's imposing my way as the way. All right. So what's the best of the best? If the best of not better has something to do with being humble, and the best of a message that matters is to be uplifting, then the thing that came to my mind when exploring the best of the best was a yoga pose, humble warrior. This one took me a while. I was just kind of sitting there thinking about the best of these two sides, and just humble warrior popped in my mind. It's a peaceful strength and service to others without superiority. I mean, I gotta be honest, I love playing this game. All right. So what about the worst of the worst? That's the trap. If the worst of not better is having no value, my words just have no value. And the worst of a message that matters is that my way is the right way. What does that add up to? This one was really tough. I sat with this one for a long time. Uh, and what I wrote down was at the end of the day, it's inconsiderate. It's disrespectful. The worst of the worst trap is dismissiveness. It's erasing value, whether it's my own or someone else's. Um, After finishing the 6 questions, I like to think of ways that I can move towards the synergy. So in this case, that synergy is peaceful warrior and avoid the trap, erasing values. So here's three things that I brainstormed with help. um, I never do it alone, and I want to include these things so I can put this practice in my writing. This whole thing, Authbition, is really about writing essays. Um, so one, lead with curiosity, not certainty. So you can be a leader and curious at the same time. Name my limits openly. Measure impact by resonance, not reach. All right. I hope you enjoyed the the whole mind game. And so I want to transition to the essay now. This is a milestone piece. I titled it "From One Story to 100." It's my way of living out Humble Warrior. It's a thank you to the medium community, and it's written from that peaceful strength without needing to be better than anyone else. So I'm going to share it with you now. I'm going to share most of it with you now. The the end of the essay has got almost like an acknowledgement section, so I'm not going to read through that part of it. Um, so here you go. I'm going to read the essay more or less word for word here, so I hope you enjoy it. From one story to 100, a thank you to the Medium community. When I started writing on Medium, I wasn't thinking about how much I'd grow as a writer. I couldn't have predicted the community and the warm welcome. I didn't know about publications, the partner program, or the events. All I knew was that I had a story to tell. I didn't research any of the other writing platforms. I wasn't looking to make money. I read some good stuff from great writers. If they chose this space to communicate their words, that was all I needed to pick a place to share mine. As a teacher, professor, mentor, coach, and advisor, I've always told stories. As a son, brother, friend, husband, and father, the same is true. If you know me, you've heard me tell stories. I don't stress over facts, and I don't take myself seriously. My best friends like to poke fun at my tall tales and revisionist history. Others assume my passionate position of the day is being delivered as dogmatic truth. They don't see my position for what it is, constantly growing. What I'm hoping for when I tell a story is laughter, even though I'm terrible at writing humor. But what I'm really striving for are stories that inspire authentic thoughts and challenge robotic patterns. I teach, profess, mentor, coach, advise, and write because I have a message. It's not right or wrong. My words are neither better nor worse. I wouldn't describe them as special. My words are unique when strung together, like one snowflake among a septillion, and destined to melt away. My words matter, just as every snowflake matters. To think any one of them is insignificant is to assume all are inconsequential. How many snowflakes does it take to be enough for a child to build a snow person or to sled down a hill? I'd like to be one of them, together with a symphony of crystals, falling in concert, if only to see the smiles. My message is simple and powerful. Be authentically you and live your dreams. Be safe, happy, healthy, and face life's challenges with ease. Be kind. Respect every being and all things. This is an adventure, and I'm with you. It's a journey with no summit view, but one we walk together through the snow, of course. Thank you to everyone who is wandering with me. Anyone who has read, clapped, highlighted, responded to, and shared my essays. No words can thank you enough. So I'm going to break away from reading it word for word. I kind of move on here and thank all of the editors of publications that have worked with me to become a better writer on Medium. It is an incredible community. I didn't know this going in. It's honestly not judgmental to the Substack world. I kind of randomly picked Medium, and uh, I and then I have since started my newsletter on Substack, and I'm feeling the difference. I'm feeling like a Substack world is more, hey, look at me, look at my stuff, subscribe to me, my stuff, and I feel like Medium is very much a community of writers. I could be wrong about that. Maybe there's communities on Substack that I don't know about, but all I can say is that the um, community on Medium has been just incredible. It's the whole process of learning how to submit yourself as a writer for a publication, get rejected, get accepted, get essays rejected, accepted, um, and work with these editors has been just an unbelievably powerful experience for me. And so I just the rest of this essay kind of names specific editors and their publications. I would encourage you to read the essay, and if you do like reading essays, check out these editors and their publications because they're all excellent. Um, and I'm just gonna read this very last paragraph here, and it does name a couple of people. Um, so I'm just gonna read it as it is said. In this Medium community, I've connected with Giulio Vincent Gambudo and traded meaningful notes with Paul Dada, and been humbled by comments from more respected writers than I can remember. It's incredible when an essay is boosted. I can barely keep up with the comments. It's more special, though, when a piece falls nearly silent and then Carol writes a sweet note, or it touches a teen on the other side of the globe, like Suprita. Resonating with one human makes every word worth it. I love you. Thank you for reading and listening. Health, happiness, kindness, respect for every being and all things. Namaste.